So 1158b, you're trying to find the volume and the surface area of a cone. So let's start with volume. Volume of a cone is still going to be the equation that we're familiar with, base area times height divided by 3, because it's a cone and not a cylinder. So what you need to do is figure out what the area of this base is. Well, it's a circle, so to find the area of a circle, it's pi r squared times the height divided by 3. So that's the volume equation for a cone. Let's fill in what we know and evaluate. So pi times, if my diameter is 10, my radius is half of that, so 5, times my height of 12. And I want to divide that by 3 because a cone has 1/3 the volume of a cylinder. So you can either leave your answer in terms of pi, which means ignore that until the end and then add it back in, or you can multiply by pi using the button on your calculator or the approximate 3.14. So if you leave it in terms of pi, you're going to get an answer 100 pi meters cubed. If you use 3.14, you're going to get an approximate answer of about 314 meters cubed. Either of those answers are fine, and you found the volume of that cone. So next is the surface area. So the surface area equation that we found in our lesson is pi r squared, because that's the area of the base, plus the lateral surface area. So if you guys had, spread that out, you would see that it kind of looks like a sector of a circle. And that you can find by doing pi times the radius times the slant height. Okay, so the area of the base and then the lateral surface area. So the area of the base we know is pi times 5 squared, 25 pi, plus pi times 5 because the radius is still 5. And then the lateral surface area, you need to find the slant height, right? So the slant height, let's go back to our original shape and notice that the height and the radius create a right angle, and the slant height with those two creates a right triangle. And if you're ever missing a length of a right triangle, what do you want to use? The Pythagorean theorem. Okay, so your height is 12, your base is your radius of 5, and then your slant height is the hypotenuse. So using the Pythagorean theorem, you guys can figure out the slant height, or if you notice, it is a Pythagorean triple, 5, 12, and 13. So I know my slant height is 13. So again, you can write your answer in terms of pi, which means ignoring the pi and then adding it in at the end, or you can use the pi button on your calculator or 3.14. Regardless, okay, you're going to need to multiply and add these answers. So your exact answer in terms of pi is 90 pi meters squared. An approximate answer is about 282.6 meters squared for your surface area.